Is it time to buy or sell Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings stock? In this video, we will explore Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 28th of August, 2025, and now we are here to provide an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You definitely want to stay informed about any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 11th of August, 2025, our system has classified Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 3.07. Let's examine the stock's performance during this time. Those who followed our analysis would have experienced a notable gain of 14.19% since we first identified Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings as a buy candidate 14 days ago. This results in an average return of 1.01% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The stock is positioned within a broad and robust rising trend in the short term, indicating a likelihood of further increases within this trend. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of approximately 19% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging from a decrease of nearly 4% to an increase of 26%. In terms of the longer term, our 12-month analysis forecasts a projected change of negative 70%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fluctuate between a total loss and a decrease of just under 70% over the next year. In practical terms, this would mean the future price could fall somewhere between $0 and just over $3. Our latest daily update for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings presents a significant decline as the stock price experienced a drop of 5.44% during the Thursday trading session. On the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 28th of August, 2025, the stock price decreased from $10.47 to $9.90. Throughout the day, the stock saw fluctuations of 7.18% with a low of $9.90 and a high of $10.61. Notably, the stock has risen in 6 of the last 10 days and is up by 2.8% over the past 2 weeks. Trading volume also decreased on the last day, which in this context is a positive indication as volume typically follows stock movement. The trading volume fell by 45,000 shares, totaling 65,000 shares bought and sold for approximately $646,580. Looking back over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $61.72, while the lowest was $4.64. Currently, the stock price stands 83.96%, or $51.82, below the 52-week high, and 96.69%, or $288.75, below the all-time high recorded on January 30th, 2018, when the price peaked at $298.65. Corbus Pharmaceuticals is gaining new attention following a series of updates released mid-year. The company's second quarter report showed a loss that was smaller than anticipated, a short-term positive that could stabilize the stock by alleviating immediate concerns about earnings. The key narrative remains centered on clinical progress. Corbus has recently administered the first dose to a patient in the PD-1 combination arm of its CRB701 ADC study, which includes pembrolizumab. This development creates a clear pathway for clinical catalysts. Early signs of safety and efficacy from this program could significantly boost the company's prospects. In terms of corporate strategy, the appointment of a new board chair, along with investor presentations at Jefferies and an obesity symposium, enhances governance and increases visibility among analysts and institutional investors. Market opinions are divided. While some analysts project significant upside potential, overall sentiment has been affected by setbacks in the sector. Additionally, the company faces typical risks associated with small-cap firms, including limited commercial revenue and a constrained cash runway that may necessitate future funding or dilution. In the short term, expect fluctuations around updates from clinical trials and quarterly results. In the long term, success in trials could lead to a dramatic revaluation of the stock, but the associated risks of the programs and financing requirements create a scenario where outcomes can be uncertain. Analyst ratings. On Wednesday, the 7th of May, 2025, it was reported that B. Riley assigned CRBP a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 2nd of December, 2024, it was reported that Piper Sandler gave CRBP an overweight grade with an initialize action. On Monday, the 21st of October, 2024, it was reported that Oppenheimer assigned CRBP an outperform grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 23rd of September, 2024, it was reported that Oppenheimer assigned CRBP a buy grade with a hold action. On Monday, the 23rd of September, 2024, it was reported that H.C. Wainwright assigned CRBP a buy grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings stock an overall sell rating. They assess the price-to-earnings ratio as strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as buy. Regarding return on investment, the analysts provide the stock with a strong sell rating. The following signals have been identified for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings. The stock of Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings shows buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, indicating a positive outlook. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between the two averages, as the short-term average is positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support can be expected at levels of $9.86 and $9.13. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. Moreover, a buy signal has been noted from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. However, some negative signals have also emerged, which could impact the short-term development of the stock. A sell signal was generated from a pivot top point on Wednesday, August 27, 2025, and since then, the stock has declined by 5.44%. Further declines are anticipated until a new bottom pivot is established. Notably, trading volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which is technically a positive sign. However, it is important to acknowledge that this stock may experience periods of low liquidity, which elevates the overall risk. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 2 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal 7 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 16 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages indicated a buy signal 33 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal 14 days ago. The long-term moving average indicated a buy signal 42 days ago. The relation between the short and long moving averages showed a buy signal 58 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings. Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings finds support from accumulated volume at $9.59, and this level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction can be expected when the support is tested. This stock typically exhibits average movements throughout the day, but it is important to be cautious of low or declining volume, as this heightens the risk. During the previous day, the stock fluctuated 710 cents between its high and low, which represents a movement of 7.18%. Over the past week, the stock has experienced a daily average volatility of 6.84%. Before we dive into the potential trading levels for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings, let's briefly discuss some essential fundamental data. First, we have the price-to-earnings ratio, commonly referred to as the PE ratio. This important metric evaluates a company's current share price in relation to its earnings per share. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company is experiencing negative earnings or is losing money. Even well-established companies can go through challenging periods, often due to factors beyond their control. However, sustained negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profits and could raise bankruptcy concerns. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is anticipated on the 6th of November, 2025. Analysts are estimating a consensus figure of negative $1.73. It's important to monitor these figures as they can significantly influence stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings is at $10.03. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a level to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings encounters its first support level at $9.59. If this support level holds, it could be a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings from multiple analyst sources is to sell. Let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 30th of May, 2025, Kung Winston conducted an insider purchase of 16,000 shares of stock options, which provide the right to buy. On the 30th of May, 2025, Kung Winston also conducted an insider purchase of 4,800 shares of common stock with a par value of $1/10,000 per share. On the 30th of May, 2025, Jenkins John Kenneth conducted an insider purchase of 16,000 shares of stock options, which provide the right to buy. On the 30th of May, 2025, Jenkins John Kenneth conducted an insider purchase of 4,800 shares of common stock with a par value of $1/10,000 per share. On the 30th of May, 2025, Jenkins John Kenneth conducted an insider sale of 2,783 shares of common stock with a par value of $1/10,000 per share. Based on the 100 most recent insider trades, we have determined the insider power to be positive, with a ratio of 77.145. Overall, insiders purchased 1,938,540 shares and sold 138,404 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $9.35. Reflecting a decrease of 5.60%. This stock exhibits medium daily fluctuations, indicating a medium level of risk. Additionally, there is a sell signal triggered by a pivot top identified 1 day ago. Is Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings stock a good buy? Several short-term indicators, along with an overall favorable trend, suggest that there may be a buying opportunity at the current level. There is a reasonable chance for Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings stock to perform well in the near future. As a result, we have revised our analysis from a hold to a buy recommendation. After examining the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Friday, the 29th of August, we anticipate Corbus Pharmaceuticals Holdings to open higher by approximately 23 cents, beginning trading at $10.13. We remind you that trading carries a significant risk of financial loss. It is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before making any decisions regarding the purchase or sale of securities. Your investment choices should not rely solely on information from StockInvest.us. By utilizing this information, you accept responsibility for your own investment decisions. Here is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With best regards from all of us at Stock Invest.